Hello everyone, welcome back to another Backpack Battles run. So, I've been gone for a while, sorry about that, it's been a busy Easter for me. But regardless, today I wanted to play as the Reaper. So, as we know, there's been a crossover, promotion with Balatro, a game that I quite like. And we get the Jimbo card. So, the Jimbo card, will get a lot of various effects, such as, uh, making it so that weapons use less stamina, it activates random revealed cards that's not Jimbo, and it resists critical hits. So, I'm very interested in the weapons using less stamina bit. I'm not exactly sure what I'd be doing, but, making weapons use 100% less stamina, that sure sounds interesting. And also, the 4 of a kind effect also sounds interesting. So, the obvious weakness with cards is that they are slow, but if you can manage to get enough Fool's cards, which can buff to 40% faster, the cards can go really quick. So let's go ahead and see if we can make that work. So we're immediately grabbing a Walrus Tusk and a Healing Herbs, and as we know, the Walrus Tusk and Healing Herbs being on sale is just good. Okay, so in terms of an early game weapon, I think that a pan is perfectly reasonable. So let's just go ahead and grab that. And let's roll here. Yeah, I'm really happy with just picking up a... picking up a Fly Agaric and a Garlic to speed each other up. Let's go ahead and lock in this piggy bank. I think I'm going to keep this Walrus Tusk because I would like a shield. I think that'd be really good for my win rate. Alright, we're going up against a very similar build, except instead of a pan, they have a wooden buckler. So I do believe that we win this because we just do a lot more damage than they do, and the wooden buckler doesn't do enough to catch up. Okay. We can grab this piggy bank, and we can also get, like, the full sort of setup going. We can get a spiked shield and a shovel, which is interesting, but I think maybe getting one at a time would be good. Let's see if we could possibly get both. No, it's impossible. There's just not enough space to get both. Okay, so we have to do one thing at a time here. So let's just go ahead and get our spiked shield first. Or we could... yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable. We can get our shovel first here. So shovel first. And we can get both of these in. And that way we can kind of maximize our economy a bit. Because, even though I think that Pan's going to be a stronger early game, let's just hard commit to the funny, ridiculous cards build, right? I do believe that, like, an optimal play there would be to not craft the shovel, instead just stick to Pan and then, like, craft the spike shield. But, not necessarily going for optimal plays here, right? So, we are catching up, which is actually pretty impressive. We do have a lot of poison on them, and we managed to barely win out there, which is really nice because they had that whole shield situation going on. Okay, so we can actually get another pan here, which is, honestly, like, doesn't seem bad. I don't believe I'm going to go for a second shovel for what it's worth, but I am pretty happy with a pan. So, I think here what I want to do, something like this. This is grab my spiked shield, and now we do need a bit more space to fit in this piggy bank. But yeah, we are getting a good chunk of damage with a pan and a shovel, so we should be able to way outpace this enemy, just because we have a decent 2 damage per second pan alongside our shovel. And honestly, I'm pretty glad that the fire pit got nerfed to 4 max health, because 5 is a lot in the early game. Alright. Round 1, going on to the next round. Okay, that's really interesting. So the Death Scythe is, I suppose, an item. Sure is one of them. We could go for an early Death Scythe here. I don't think it would be bad. I guess the question is that the kind of thing we're looking for in the cards build? Honestly, I don't think so. Is that right? It's still a decent amount of damage. It's quite stamina hungry, which means it can go well with Jimbo. is kind of what I'm thinking here. But it's real expensive. Let's pass on it, I think. Which, you know, very well might just be a mistake, but, oh well. Yep, we can get a pocket sand there, and we can also grab a second walrus tusk. So I want to commit to the cards, and I don't really want to have like a huge space-consuming death scythe, because not only is it going to consume the 6 spaces default to it, it's also going to like ask for a bunch of poison items, and then it's like I won't have the budget to get as many cards as I would like. Okay, speaking of cards, we are in need of the deck of cards. So it'd be nice to grab that. We could actually make an Excalibur, but I don't think that's really what we're going for in this game. Okay, let's sell off that and roll. Ah. Still don't quite find a yeah, we don't quite find anything that we're looking for here. Because we're still looking for that deck of cards, which we can definitely find at some point, but at the moment, looks like we are sticking to a relatively fundamental Reaper early game, which is nothing to be upset about, I suppose. Okay, looks like it's getting pretty close, but we do scale up, and they have like a extra health, so yeah, we went pretty comfortably there. Very, very nice. Okay, we can take a potion belt for some space. Random bag of stones just for fun. Alright, well, I think we don't want this membership card in while we're rolling, because we are definitely looking for, we're looking for the deck of cards, right? Okay, anyway, sorry. Let's go ahead and roll looking for it. I still didn't grab it. Let's try again. Okay, now I'm really forcing it, but that's just a part of life, right? Trying to force silly builds. Well, I guess it's a part of my life. Okay. And here we can make a strong health potion, which I think will eventually be good. I think that like a potion belt will be really nice to help me activate my potions before I die, is the hope. Okay, we are getting some debuffs on them. Hopefully we're just going to be catching up. It looks like we are. We're going to be stacking up these debuffs faster than they can remove them with the carrot. And we still have a health potion going along, so it looks like we're going to win here pretty comfortably. Or are we? Yeah, it looks like we are. Unless they get really lucky crits, which they didn't. Great. You know, we've actually went undefeated so far. And a lightsaber. So I think that a lightsaber is actually pretty good here. A pretty solid replacement for the pan at the very least. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. Definitely a bit on the wacky side. But that's fine. Okay, let's get rid of this customer card. We're still really digging for that deck of cards, which I believe we can find any second now. I said any second now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this deck of cards does not want to cooperate today, huh? That's fine. I'll figure something out. Sure. Yeah, we're still looking for that deck of cards, but we will find it, I believe. And once we find it, we can go for Jimbo maxing. Okay. Going up against a Berserker with just a shovel, so I feel like we're going to win this pretty comfortably because, Yeah, we're just doing pretty good here. Oh, wait. Ah, no, we don't win that. It turns out that the cheese buffs, I think, were just too much for me to handle, huh? That's surprising. I did not expect to lose. But regardless, we're still at full health, so hey, nothing to worry about. Okay, so we do have a lot of options here. The snake kind of provides inevitability, but I think I actually want the Nocturnal Life Lifter because we're going to get extra stamina anyways, so this seems like a pretty good way to help me leverage weapons better. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. Still digging for that deck of cards, but I suppose we can take a potion belt in the interim. Alright, a divine potion. Not terrible. A random thorn whip, sure. Maybe that can be something. We can get a dark saber, which actually seems like it could be good. Let's go for it. Let's get a dark saber. Let's live a little. Okay. So to get a dark saber, we should probably keep the pocket sand, huh? We can solve the walrus tusk. Get it that way. Yeah, that seems good. So we put the corrupted crystal there. We're going to get more mana. Do we want more damage in the lightsaber? Probably want more damage instead. Okay, in that case, we can put this berry there and start the next battle. Okay. Once we find the deck of cards, hopefully it'll all come together. We are kind of running low on stamina here, which is kind of a shame. We are eating 1.5 stamina a second, so a pretty modest amount. So we do kind of slow down, and it looks like we will be losing this because, yeah, they have just, you know, better stamina setup. Okay. Well, we hit the dark saber here. We could get moon armor, but yeah, this should technically be enough mana to sustain it. So let's just go ahead and go past. Alright, we can get another thing to upgrade our Darksaber. We finally find a deck of cards, which is nice. So we can start digging for Jimbo. Okay. Sell off a garlic there. And now we can enjoy having some cards. Let's see how we can organize this. Yeah, cards are always a bit tricky, right? So here could go like this. And then, yeah, just piggy bank, and some starter battles. And yeah, we can get that health potion for later. We're going to get a Pestilence Flask cooking as well. So that's going to be nice. It looks like our opponent's not doing any healing, but that's okay. We're not relying on that anyways. Yeah, it looks like they were going for a dagger build, but they don't have too much going on yet, so we take them out pretty comfortably. Okay. So we go ahead and grab another health potion. Feeling pretty good about a Darksaber shovel. Yeah, space is always good, so let's get it. There is our first Jimbo. So let's go ahead and solve a healing herbs for you. Yep. Okay, we can actually Jimbo first. That way we get our buff sooner. Because we're not getting any pairs anyways. And then this kind of raises the question, do I want this glowing crown? I think it's good. Like, yeah, I think it's just too good to pass up, kinda. So let's just take it. We can also get a mana potion going. I think that's good. Because a mana potion is just going to let us actually activate our Darksaber on time. Looks like we're going against an opponent who actually did get a lot of cards, so, you know, I'm jealous of them. Okay. So once they run out of cards, ooh, they do a big damage hit with the Hollow Fire Lizard, but we do have more health going. They only have a dagger, so it looks like we're going to win this pretty comfortably because other than that, they're just not really doing any damage. And yeah, not really a surprise, but you know, it's always sad to see a fellow hilarious build get crushed. Oh, this needed to be swapped, my bad. Okay, well, do we sell a spike shield for a Jimbo? Let's see, what do I need to sell for that? Well, that's kind of fun. I can, like, go around this way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this can get my shield here. Okay, sorry. Alright, I gotta focus on the actual game instead of just losing my mind. Now let's just lock the Jimbo and call it for another round. We go up against Astifada. They get 10 setup luck. Looks like they're trying to get to their Mega Clover. Hopefully we can take them out before their Mega Clover activates. They're getting some luck with a Fortuna's Hope, but not all that much. Alright, looks like we're almost there, so just a little bit longer before they're out, and yeah, we can take them out before they activate their Mega Clover at all, and even if they did, it wouldn't be enough to save them. At least, it wouldn't be fast enough to save them. Ooh, we do get a Uno reverse card, perfect. We still don't activate any of our pairs, but we can do that soon, I'm sure. Okay. Get 2 Jimbos. We also want a reverse card. Okay, anyway. We can grab a health potion here. And roll. We do find a Fool card, which is really nice. It's exactly the kind of thing we want in this build. So we can put a Fool card here. So the question is, how do we afford it? We need 3 more gold. How can we get 3 more gold? I suppose we can sell off the lump of coal. Oh, we need 2 more. So lump of coal. I'm going to say garlic is going to go eventually anyways, so might as well sell that off now. And let's also sell off a sand? Sure, we'll sell off a sand. It's like okay with the Darksaber, but it's not really what I want to be doing in this build long term anyway. Okay. So, let's see. We can kinda do this. It's kind of difficult to fit in this mana potion, so let's just not. I mean, I could just do a full reorganization, but I want to keep things nice and smooth here. I'll do that next time. Ooh, hey, they get the Balatro card back. That's really fancy. I like it. Okay. Well, yep, we get a ton of buffs, and that is, I think it's enough to take out my opponent, because, yeah, they're just getting more and more blinded. That's kind of countering their whelps. And yeah, we can see that really paying off. These whelps are just not able to hit us, and yeah, just take them out. Okay, let's head straight into survival. Let's see how long this build can last. All right, don't worry, I'll get in the whole reorganization shtick soon. Okay, another reverse card, so that's really nice. So now we can actually activate our Jimbos to resist critical hits. Alright, let's go ahead and roll. We get a fanny pack. Oops. Well, looks like that is going to be my full reorganization anyway. Let's get these. Let's roll, looking to see if we can't find any more Jimbo. Ooh, a Darkest Lotus. I guess that's also good. Okay, so let's go ahead and reorganize all this nonsense. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and run it here. We're getting a lot of buffs off the Jimbos. And let's see how this goes. Alright. So yeah, getting that single Fool's card is really nice. It just like gets our cards activating so much faster. Unfortunately, we still don't have any 3s of a kind, so our weapons aren't quite being as ridiculously powerful as I know they could potentially be. So I think getting more Dark Sabers would be really nice here, because that would let me consume more of my stamina. But until then. Alright, well, it looks like we are pretty comfortably taking out the opponent. It's nice. Alright, we get a Darkest Lotus, which will be a huge help against our opponents, because that will provide us with removing 21 buffs from them when that finally triggers. So that's a pretty big deal. Okay, do I want this, or do I want to just keep rolling? I think I'm just gonna roll. Actually, now let's take it. Let's take it. And the reason to take it is the setup stamina would be nice if I have too many weapons, right? Okay, a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Sorry, White Eyes Blue Dragon. Very legally distinct, yes. Okay, we're gonna sell off a stone. We're gonna sell off a chipped ruby to grab an Ace of Spades. Alright. Put this here, this here. Okay. So we can actually start to put these Jimbos later, such that we can resist more crits, I think. I think that's worth it. Okay. Ooh, and it looks like it'll be a bit of a challenge to fit all the stuff in. I would really like to get this extra piggy bank in, but you know, if it's just not too feasible to jam in, I guess it's just not too feasible to jam in, right? Or is it? Nah, it's just not happening. Yeah, without like doing a bit more of a serious reorganization, it'll be quite difficult to fit in another piggy bank here. So let's just go ahead and lock in this potion belt and send it here. Probably is possible to fit in the piggy bank somehow, but I'm not going to sweat it. So, yep, we get the Fool card, and we start pretty quickly activating the rest of them. Which, yeah, we get a good smattering of random buffs to Empower, which isn't a whole lot, but it looks like that's more than enough to take out our dragon-rich opponent. Because, yeah, all that blind is a huge deal. Okay. We get another potion belt for space. We could take a healing potion here, but I think I'm just going to take more cards. Roll. Hey, more cards. We're really digging for... Well, you know, I guess piggy bank is something. Okay. Let's sell off a spiked shield and grab a piggy bank. And funny thing is here, we can actually pretty easily fit in these extra cards, like so. Okay, I think I'm going to... Do I lock in a lightsaber? And, like, you know, a spider would place this. I think I do. I think I'm supposed to do that. I also feel as though I should be putting my Hollow Fire Lizard like that. Like, resisting... now, let's resist a bunch of crits. It's kind of funny how many crits I can resist. Okay, and let's sell off this so I can roll one more time. We find a fanny pack, that's nice. It'll help speed up our Darksaber some more. We can definitely optimize this again, but we're going to worry about that later. Oh, we also could have turned these piggy banks sideways for 2 more max health, but you know what? If we lose by 2 health, I will say that I am ashamed of my words and my deeds. How does that sound? So this opponent is not really optimizing their Poison Goobert, which is nice for me, but I think if they did, they'd be doing a lot better here, obviously. Okay, so we get a Darksaber and a fanny pack. Let's go ahead and roll here. We get a lover's card. We can use it to get another pair, but I kind of don't even want it. Do I? I mean, it can be good with, like, the region can be good with a lightsaber. I guess I'll take it. Okay. And another Hollow Fire Lizard. We get our first 3 of a kind, which means that this can be used with our Jimbos to start actually letting us massively reduce our stamina cost. So, that's really good. Let's see. I only have enough space to fit everything exactly if I'm very, very careful. So, it would definitely be nice to get a fanny pack going. So, we can... I guess we sell that off to make it going, right? And do we want the Cryptic Crystal this round? I mean, I guess this is fine. Lightsaber, Darksaber, we can make that work. And let's go ahead and reorganize this. Okay, I'm back from my banishment or something, I suppose. Alright, I have considered that getting the Cryptic Crystal probably wouldn't be bad here. We could solve the Pestilence Flask to do it. Doesn't mean we are passing up and cleaning up 8 debuffs, but it might be fine. We could sell off a piggy bank and a stone, or we could keep this and look for more Jimbo nonsense. Let's see, this is eating up slightly more stamina. Okay, let's just go for it. Let's just take it. Yep, we can upgrade our Darksaber like that, and send it. Okay. Going up against a double axe Steel Goobert build. What a classic. So, we'll look and see how we do here. They were buffing up the double axe a lot, but looks like we're going to be getting our Jimbos soon and making our stuff very stamina cheap, so we like halve our stamina costs. So now this eats up, yeah, 0.7, 0.6 stamina per second. So we are still running out of stamina, which is kind of surprising. But, yeah, we do manage to lose. For some reason in my mind, I thought I won, but I mean, clearly not, right? So we can kind of think of like, what happened there was, yeah, it was just a real strong double axe build. Difficult to beat those, but it definitely would have been better if I managed to actually maintain my Darksaber activations. So, okay, Jinxter Kia that can speed up our Darksabers even further. I think that'd be really good. Yeah, don't think I need to really justify that, why that'd be good too much. Let's go ahead and take that. Okay, Darkest Lotus on sale is excellent. We sadly aren't really getting any, like 4 of a kinds and the like. Okay, Reverse. So this is a 3 of a kind that will help to upgrade our Jimbos some, which is nice. So do we sell this off? I think we should. Sell you off, get a Reverse. Our Jimbos can get more powerful. So we could probably even remove those. Okay, so we remove those, which means that we get to, like, really speed up the the activations of everything here. And now we can activate our Jimbos much sooner. Now, as a kind of a downside, we are getting slower. Yeah, slightly slower activations, but honestly, doesn't seem like a big deal. Okay. Right. It's looking maybe a bit challenging to fit my Jinx Kia somewhere. Okay, put my Jinx Kia here. Right. Then we can do something like that. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, we can do that. We can pass up on a bit of speed, I guess, to make an easy way to fit our stamina sack in, and let's send it like this. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of cards here, but now we can get minus 50% stamina pretty quick. Hopefully we can find another Fool's card, because that would really help in getting these cards along. Because, yeah, we're running out of stamina pretty quick. We are, like, a couple seconds away from activating our Jimbos. Which, there we go. We've activated 2 Jimbos, and now our stamina consumption is at 0%. Alright, so now these items are downright free. And we get to consume a lot of mana over time to inflict more and more and more blind. And, yeah, as you can see, this blind is making it so my opponent can basically not do anything. Okay. Do we take this with the last round? I don't think we do. We can just pass on it. 3 lovers cards. No thanks, I guess. Okay. Bit more speed, huh? Speeding up our Darksabers some more. Sure. Let's go for it. Stamina sack, alright, I suppose. And there is a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we might be able to get away with selling off our health potions, because I'm not really seeing many places to put them, honestly. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and sell off our economy items. We won't really need them anymore where we're going. No, will we? Okay. Now I'm just wondering if there's an actual place to put this Jinx Kia that, like, elegantly can actually hit my relevant items while letting me still have space for the potions, and oh, there most certainly is some way to do it. Like, I'm sure of it. I'm, like, absolutely certain. Do I care? Does this matter to me to do? Okay. Let's try that. Okay. This still doesn't let me really activate my potions very well. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna try to do this, alright? Okay, there we go. I have jammed all this stuff in my pack. The Dark Sabers should hopefully be activating very quickly. We have 0% stamina consumption thanks to the Jimbos. Hopefully this is all coming together. I say hopefully. Okay, so we are going up against triple poison daggers, which is pretty scary. It's going to be very difficult for me to actually outpace that in terms of just like raw damage, because this is just going to keep stacking up, and I'm a pretty slow build. Like, I'm 6 seconds in, I've just done a bunch of reverses. And now that my reverses are out, you know, we aren't going to be able to reverse that much more poison. And yeah, we're stamming out here. Hopefully we can recover, but I'm not too optimistic about that, honestly. So yeah, we do get Jimbos off, but yeah. Yeah, we're just not nearly fast enough. Okay, that's fair enough. So, these cards are definitely interesting, right? I think that full committing to it might be a bit of a mistake, because as you can see, we just have a lot of like dead value. If we had more Fool's cards, like that would be really good, because yeah, more Fool's cards means that like this entire chain would activate extremely quickly. But as is, just the order I did it wasn't very impressive. I also could see an argument that I'm supposed to like get a Darkest Lotus in sooner. But yeah, like that was a pretty long match, right? It went on for 12 seconds, and we still like weren't even close to activating all our cards. So that's just how important it is to actually actually get the multiple Fool cards. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching. I will see you all in the next video.